Hey there, welcome to Simple Cooking with TMTV. I'm Sylvester Simple Guy, and I like simple recipes. It's almost Valentine's Day, and did you know that the French call the tomato the love apple? 'Cause it's the most sensual fruit. So, in the spirit of the season, we're making some love apple bisque in a gluten bowl. I can't wait! It takes two to tango, so for today's tomato dish, we have two different tomato soups, two of my favorites, Wolf Puck Organic Tomato Basil Bisque and Campbell Dense Tomato Soup. They work great together, just like you and your Valentine. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is open up the cans. Now, Mr. Campbell makes it nice and easy for us because they got a handy-dandy pull tab, so I'm just going to do that one first. And we're not going to mix them just yet. We're going to put each one in a separate mug. You know, yeah, all right. Next I'm just going to put that aside. Next we're going to open up the organic one, but this one takes a little more work. So you're going to need to get yourself one of these. This is a can opener. You can find it at your local you can find a can opener at your local grocer. So let's just dive right in here. So you gotta pierce it first, and then just take it around, real handy dandy like that. You know, can opener is actually the most versatile kitchen tool. Not a lot of people tell you that. You want to make sure your hands are washed. Trust me, mine are. Here we go. Now I know what you might be thinking now. Yum. But don't eat them yet. We have to heat these bad boys up. So let's take a trip over to my microwave. Now this is a great model here. You gotta get yourself one like these if you want to do it right. But really, any of them will work. So you're just gonna want to pop these in towards the center and give it a good 3 minutes.
So, how's your date going?
Awful. Yeah. Do you think they'll believe me when I told them I washed my hands?
Yeah, I think so. It's pretty convincing.
Whose microwave is this?
I don't know.
She's ready. Ooh, that's hot. Let's keep going. That was fun. Now's the real exciting part. See, I've had these bad boys baking in the oven for a while. I'm gonna get them out for you. Oh boy. That's some fresh dough right there. So here we got our gluten. Well, anyways, I'm gonna dive right into these. You know, typically you'll put your soup in a plaster or maybe a ceramic bowl, but if you notice, these loaves are pretty round, so I think that we can really tap into these as our utensil. And in hollowing out these bread rounds, someone may direct you to use a knife, but I've found that ineffective. So I'm gonna bust out, just some standard office scissors. You could get this at an Office Max, a Staples, any type of craft store. Yeah. So let's get to cutting. So first you're gonna wanna make an incision, really get your scissors in there, and then from that you're gonna wanna just start going with your base. Start going with your base shape first. You want to, in the early stages, define the shape of your dish, because that's not something you want to figure out later. That's something you want to get out of the way at the start. So you'll notice I've already capped the round. That's the first step. Well, this round is interesting, I think, because it's steeper if you compare it to the other one, which is always fun. So that's step one complete. Happy to be this far for sure. Now hollowing it out is where it gets a little more difficult. You just kind of want to go level by level. Get your scissors in there, but also be careful not to poke a hole in the bottom, because then you'll get some soup spillage, and it can ruin like your nice dining room table. I think this one is looking good. If you look in there, you can get a lot of capacity. And I think like a final touch, you don't have to do this, but as long as you're a person with clean thumbs, I think it's good to like press it back. That gives it like a smoother texture, and it just allows it to hold the soup, the bisque, more efficiently. If you missed it the first time, don't worry, because there's 2 of these, so you can see it twice, which I think is good. Yeah. Well, while I'm scooping out this bowl, I can tell you my inspiration behind a love apple biscuit. It actually came to me in a dream. I was I was in like the French countryside, and someone came up to me and told me the recipe, and they handed me a hollowed out loaf round, and I figured, wow, this would be really good to hold soup in. I can't believe no one's thought of this before. So yeah, we're done. Here they are. Like you can't. I think I've like devised a method so well you can't even tell them apart. Oh wow! I can't believe we're almost done with our love apple bisque. So one of the final steps here in the love apple bisque is to take the soups that we formerly warmed up, if you remember that, and then combine them into the loaf round. So I'm gonna do that right now, and once it's formed, we'll really have the love apple bisque. Here we go. Now you can do it separately, but I think you get a better mix when you do them at the same time. So, there's our first. There's our first one. That looks great. Now let's move on to number 2. Here we go. Same thing. You don't have to rush this. You might have people who like have smelt. You cooking and you baking, and they might just be clamoring like, give it to me as soon as possible. But, you want to take your time with this. Like love apple bisque. Take some time. Wow, look at that. I'm proud, and I hope you are too. Now that's all that's left to do is to give it to our esteemed guests so they can enjoy. And let me tell you, I'm sure that if you give this to your Valentine, they'll love it. Hey guys, thanks for coming. Happy Valentine's Day. I made you guys some love apple bisque served in a gluten sphere. Now I know you may only notice the bread, but actually, if you take the cap off, that's where the soup is hiding. I do only have 1 spoon though, so you can figure that out. So, what'd you guys think? Great. So that's how you make love apple bisque. I sure had a lot of fun, and I hope you did too. And I hope you can share it with someone special this February 14th. This has been Simple Cooking with Sylvester Simple Guy, and I'll see you with the next simple recipe.